What is up, everybody? We are back with a video. A video that I haven't made for a long time now. I don't know when the last time I made a Skate 3, like, video. I actually got rid of a lot of them. So, or I didn't get rid of them, but I got, I unlisted a bunch of them just because it was kind of weird having a lot of this type of videos on my channel. Um, I could explain that later. Sorry, I'm pretty sick right now. um, just I think I caught the flu from my mom or something. I don't know. Um, but I haven't made one of these videos in a long time because it just felt kind of redundant to make one like sometimes like every week or most of the time every month or so. I'd make one of these and kind of air out some frustrations I'd have or something like that. And I didn't realize it at first, but I kind of treated this as like kind of like therapy. Um, Someone to talk to, I guess. You need those people in your life or those things in your life where you can vent and shit too. Um, and yeah, like for a while, I always thought these videos were like super redundant. I thought they were kind of like lazy and stuff like that. Like I just was, I don't know. I just didn't like making these videos over and over again, just talking about like the newest thing I'd be bitching about and like getting mad about. But like recently, and I've known for a while now, it's kind of soothing to like talk about things that you're thinking about, not just thinking about them, because for some reason in your brain, when you think things, they're a lot more important until you say them out loud, and then you talk them over with someone, or just even say it out loud. And when I make these videos, I always like think about someone I'm talking to, like I'm talking to someone, or even in videos where I actually am talking to someone. I'm always trying to like someone's overhearing the conversation or something, or someone's gonna hear the conversation. So it's it's nice, to make these videos. And I didn't realize it, but I didn't make these videos for a long time, and it's kind of like put a toll on me, I think. It kind of just dawned on me like just now. That's why I'm making the video, just because like um, I just thought about it and I'm like, oh, it's a good idea. I should do it. I haven't made one in like I don't know how many months. Probably 6 months actually. No, 8 months. Yeah, I haven't made one of these in 8 months, I think. Almost a year. Coming up close to a year. Um, 4 more months would be a year, but um, in some change, maybe some less change, who knows. Um, but like I've noticed like a decline in my mental health for a while now. Um, and it's weird because like usually those things come with um, I guess it's not weird. Everybody has that kind of thing. It's just something I never thought I would be going through. Um, I've just been feeling very just out of it. My whole summer I've been feeling really sick. And then I've gone to doctors and stuff about it, and they just don't know. And everybody says it's stress. Everyone's saying it's stress, and I'm just not. I just don't know if I can believe them on that. I mean, it could be. I graduated high school finally, which I don't even know if I've talked about. I don't even know if I've talked. I mean, talked about high school, um, and graduating and all that. I mean, it's no secret. I let people know basically like my age and what school I go to, what my friends' names are. Like I'm not very good at keeping those things secret. It's just a lot easier than for people to know, I guess. Um, not really. It's not so much that, but um, yeah. But I didn't even go over my graduation with you guys. Um, but yeah, like I've just ever since graduation. I mean, actually, before graduation, I didn't. I was feeling really sick, having these like heart problems or whatever. Um, I don't know, like really weird feelings in my chest and feel like there's something in my heart, and then I go to the doctor. I'm like, my heart's pounding sometimes, and um, stuff like that. Um, and you know, uh, I guess I'll just be clean about this. I've always wanted to talk about this with the camera and stuff. Like I've always wanted to talk about this shit, but I never felt like it felt weird to talk about it, just because it's YouTube and it's just kind of a weird topic to even bring up. But like I think like a year ago, I started like smoking weed. Feels very strange saying that out loud, but like I just dabbled with it. I mean, it wasn't. I never was addicted to it or anything. I've never been addicted to anything, I think. Even though I've had people like, "You're addicted to playing video games." It's like, yeah, dude, I'm addicted. Maybe I am. I don't know, but I don't. I know. Okay, well, I guess no, no. But I know what addiction is, and I was never addicted to weed. I even stopped smoking a lot. Like I've taken many breaks from it. But I really enjoyed it. But when I was a kid, I had asthma, so it really took a toll on my lungs. But it made me nervous, so like I wouldn't like doing it a lot, um, and stuff. But it just kind of came about, like high school. I didn't live in like the best school or whatever, or go to the best school. I didn't live in the best town ever. There's gonna be kids that are gonna be doing it, and there's way more kids at my school. Like all my friends are, they love doing that kind of stuff. Smoking and shit. Um, yeah, so it just kind of happened. And I don't judge anyone. The person that got me into it, I don't judge them, and I'm not like mad at them or anything. It's not. I'm happy that I found another thing that I enjoy. But I feel like another thing, I think it also led me down a kind of a weird path of a little bit too much like self-thought. I mean, I'm already a very self-conscious person, and not. I mean, self-conscious as like yeah, I'm kind of anxious and stuff, but also like I'm very gotta make sure. Like if when I say things, I like thinking about it and why I say things and stuff. I just like being very conscientious about the way I live and stuff. But I feel like that stuff, like weed, um, kind of brought it out a little bit more, and especially the other stuff. Um, but I don't know how it happened, but I got like weirdly sick, and I couldn't smoke anymore. Like I couldn't smoke weed, and whenever I smoked weed, I'd get um, my heart would beat super fast, and I'd like freak out. And I was like, what the fuck? Why? Like, every time before this, like, it's been fine. Like, I get super cold or something. I get really lightheaded, feel like I'm gonna, like, fall over or something. Um, I think I had an ear infection or something because, someone told me that I might have an ear infection, so I should put my ears in the shower and, like, clean them out. and I'm really bad at cleaning my ears, so like, oh, that makes sense. And I've had ear infections before, so I did that. And when I went on vacation, um, it my dizziness, well, not so much my dizziness. Well, I mean, yeah, well, my dizziness and my vertigo, because I had super bad vertigo, and my pound, like the pounding of my chest, just went away. And and my vertigo was kind of like was leaving already because I was, putting water in my ears. And then that, I think um, the plane ride really helped. I think because when I went up the first time, it felt like good with the pressure on like my whole body and stuff, and like the popping of my ears. Because I haven't been on a plane since 6th grade, so it was just like really nice. Um, but I don't know, it went away, um, and stuff, and then I came back. Um, I don't know, but like it still was really weird. I couldn't like smoke or anything. Um, I mean, there was a couple times where I thought I could, and I'd try it, and it seemed fine, kind of. And the really bad times was when I was taking edibles. When I take edibles, like it would last for like so long, and I'd be like that for like maybe an hour, and then or maybe 2 hours, and then like when it started to decline, it would feel like a normal high. I'm like, oh shit, that feels good, and I'd be like, oh, it wasn't that bad. I can do it again, but like, um, it was just like torture, like. But I kept on wanting to do it, which and you was like, oh, you have addictions. Like, no, it's just like the fact that I could do something and now I can't, and I don't know why. I don't know why I can't do this thing anymore. And other people can do it just as fine. People that are the same age as me, people that are more unhealthy than me can do this just fine, but I can't for some reason. Like, it pisses me off. Like, why can't I do this thing that I used to like doing and I knew I could do? And not to toot my own horn, I had a pretty big tolerance, and I could smoke a lot. But, I don't know, it was just so strange. It was like weed was like a portion of my life for a long time. Like I did it like a decent amount. And now it's like gone, and it's kind of weird without it, like a bit. And I'm making it sound a little bit too connected than it really is. I mean, again, I even before all this, where I had to stop, I had stopped before, and I'd go back because I like doing it, and I didn't abuse it or anything. I think maybe it was because of the just like smoking by myself was what really did it. Maybe that's why. Um, a lot of people say it's stress and stuff and shit like that. It could be definitely stress. But I don't know when I haven't been stressed, Like, I've always been really stressed as a person. But, like, I don't know, I've never been, like, sick stressed, Where I feel sick. And I feel like I could, like, die at any moment. There's so many times where I thought I was gonna die, and I wouldn't see the next day. And I happened to just, like, get past it, and I'm like, oh, thank God. I didn't think I was going to see graduation. Here I am 4 or 5 months later. I'm like, oh my God. So it's just weird, you know. Um, I don't know. It's also weird because in social scenarios, like I have friends that, I think all my friends do it, except for like, like 1 or 2 people. So it's just weird. And I don't want to make this whole video about like my me dealing with like light core drugs. Oh, and also, if you're under 18, don't do drugs. um, I mean, you shouldn't. I mean, honestly, what I got out of it was just I was so bored all the time, from nothing to do, and it was just something to like kind of fill in the gap of time in between things, and kind of like help, like not alleviate, but um, make things better, I guess, which is alleviate, but not in the same way. I'm not saying that like I was having a hard time and I'd just do that and it would go away. It's more like I eat food and I'm high and I'm like, oh, this food's fucking good. You know, that shit was fun. But I was never, yeah, I was a very careful smoker. I never wanted to be too loud. I never wanted to like let loose or anything, which I think that's probably one of the problems too. Is like I needed to let loose and be more social and stuff with that stuff, and I kind of made it like a PTSD thing. And to be completely clear, I think what it really comes down to is that like I did, I took shrooms a lot. I did shrooms a lot. Um, Not like every month or not even every 2 months. It was like maybe 4 months, and then I'd be like, okay, I might want to do it again, and then I'd do it again, and it'd be cool. But like, I'd always have like kind of a bad trip. But the first time I ever did it was like super awesome. Then the second time was like super bad, and then every other time was like kind of bad, you know. And it was like I was like every time I just didn't get it right as the first time. I was like, what the fuck? Because I mean, psychedelics are like a whole big thing, and you're not supposed to play. And I had to learn not to play with that shit. And it's just like if you're not ready for that shit. So I said that shit like 3 times now. If you're not ready for that, that's like big dog shit. You don't want to be messing with psychedelics. I mean, you can. Some people just can, you know. Some people can just do that shit. I don't know if I'm one of those people, but you just shouldn't. Like, if unless you're like super super open to it and you really want to do it. I mean, it's super helpful. I think it helped me in certain times, and it kind of let me understand. You definitely do feel like it did help you, even if you had a bad trip. But like, honestly, like I don't know. You don't. It's like going on a roller coaster that you know you hate, kind of. You know, it's like it's going through like a really bad experience on purpose sometimes. Like most of the people don't have those type of experiences. Like they just have a good time. You know, they're just chilling. Um, I think my fault is I did it by myself, and I shouldn't have done that. You know, I was being too arrogant. Don't be arrogant with drugs. Like, just don't. Like, cause you know, yeah, you can. You might be one of those people that can get through all of life, and you don't have to like even give a fuck about the guidelines of that shit. But a lot of people are gonna be arrogant, be like, oh, I'm fucking. These people are pussies. Like, I can do this. I'm a different breed type shit. And then there's gonna be like one time that's gonna slip, and then like it's a snowball. Because then you're gonna be kind of like a little scared of that. And I'm not speaking for everybody, okay? But I'm talking for like a lot of people that are even. I just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Um, but I don't. Again, I don't want to make this whole video about that. Just talking about how messed up my head is. Um, about stuff. But like, I've just been feeling so sick. Like no energy, fatigued, just like tired. And I just don't know where it came from. I think a lot of it. I mean, I had a lot of family stuff, which I'm not gonna go super in depth with. Um, unlike the unlike the drug stuff, that's just me. That's my experience. That's like a personal thing for me. Family things, that's other people involved. Like it doesn't need to be me or talk for me to talk about it. At least I'm not comfortable talking about it. It's not serious enough for me to really tell a lot of people. I only tell like, yeah, I don't even talk about this with like even some of my close friends. But um I don't know, I had some really weird family stuff like happen. Like just I don't know. Shit that you don't want to go and deal with, really. And it was really upsetting. Really upsetting part of my time. And that happened when I got back from vacation. I had to deal with that. I mean, I already had to deal with some of it before then. I think I think what like really came about is like I just feel like it was unfairly put upon me. I was already having to deal with like a lot, graduation, worrying about like not passing and stuff because like I've already talked about school in so many videos, which I don't know if all of them are up anymore, but I've talked about school and I've said some stupid shit about school. I'm so happy I'm out of school. But like I absolutely hated school. Like I mean, I hated waking up going to school. I hated being in school. I hated the teachers in school. I hated the lunch in school. Like I hated everything about school. I don't like being told what to do. Like it's just a lot of things. It's not even just like I don't like being told what to do. It's just like the condescending nature of teachers, the expectations that are like people like think that you should be doing and stuff. Like I don't know. It's just weird. Like I don't like it. It's not. It wasn't for me. And I should have been a better student. Like honestly, if I could give some advice to someone out there, if you're in school and you fucking hate it, like just at least like get B's, dude, because like grades are like important. Unless you have like something like super special or something that you think you can make money from and you don't need grades for, like power to you, man. But I I was just stupid. I think at least I think so, unless things work out the way that I would really want them to, but I doubt it. Um like really like I just wanted to like live and hang out with people and talk to people, but like nobody. I didn't have like. I have friends. Like it's. I always say this like I'm like lonely, but I have like a lot of friends. A lot of people know me, but it's weird because I have so many people I know, but like nobody wants to like call me up and be like, "Yo, dude, we're doing something today. Want to come and hang out?" Like I don't have people like that. I'm always that person that has to call other people to go do that shit, and it's so weird. Like I went over vacation and I saw Chase. I was with Chase, and he's always getting calls from people, and they're waiting like, "Yo, let's hang out," or he's calling people and they were like, "You want to hang out?" And they're like, "Yeah, let's hang out right now." And over where I live, dude, like that doesn't happen. At least for me. Like I bet there's people that are hanging out right now and they're having a grand old time. But like it was really hurtful. Like I knew I've been friends with these people for years, like childhood friends, and I never had that like good hook onto someone or people where they wanted to like even hang out or like think about hanging out without me telling them to. I mean, okay, it's unfair. There's people, and I'm not saying that I had like terrible friends. Um, and I'm not saying I had like a terrible time or anything. I'm kind of putting a little bit too much into it, but like I wanted to have like a group of friends that wanted to hang out all the time because I just kind of felt like lonely at my house. Like I live in a basement all the time. I'm always in my basement. I didn't have a car for a long time. I started driving, but like, where am I gonna drive to? I don't have a job. I don't want to. I didn't want to get a job because like I wanted to like hang out with people. Like I wanted to have that availability to hang out with people and like be there. So I didn't have to bail on no one because I don't like being bailed on. So I didn't want to bail on anyone else. It was like sorry, I'm putting it in a really like ooh self-righteous shit, but like that's just how I felt. Like I wanted to be wanting to hang out with people and then wanting to hang out with me. It just never really felt like that. I mean, it would there was people that wanted to hang out, but at the same time, I mean, there wasn't, you know. Like people would call me up every like three or 4 months and be like, "Yo, you want to try hanging out this week?" I don't know, like it was like so weird. And it's still weird. Like, you know, just like respect goes like two ways, man. Like just people are busy now. Like now I get it. I get it. People are fucking busy. They've always been busy, but like this is a different way of busy. Like we're out of high school. Kids are starting school now. Like when I'm recording this video, school has started where I live. So it's like super weird, like people being available and shit unless they're unemployed like me. And I'm comfortable enough where I can live, you know, unemployed for a while. But you know, you know, I just wish I was given that like luxury in high school the way I wanted it. And you know, you can't always have everything you wanted, and that's cool. And I had a lot of fun hangouts. Like not saying I didn't have any friends and they never hung out with me. It's just like the problem of me always having to be the one organizing for people to want to hang out with me, you know? And I hung out at school. Like, I had people that I could talk to at school and stuff. That was fun. Like, but I hate school. I don't want to be hanging out in school and stuff. And most of the time, teachers are assholes and they're like, shut up, stop talking. It's like, bro, I'm talking. You're the one interrupting me. Dude, teachers are such assholes. I've had so many asshole teachers just like make my day like terrible and make me want to like crash out. Which I never did crash out, which I should have. I think I should have crashed out at least once because it was unhealthy to keep all that anger in and shit. But like teachers are just like I remember one time, this is like the stupidest shit. I was in science class with the homies because this year in science class was like top tier science class. Actually, you know, junior year was W for a lot of reasons. I had like a decent enough standing with like some people that like they wanted to hang out. I wanted to hang out with them. It was really weird trying to hang out with them, but like I did hang out with them a couple times that year, and it was super fun. Like I actually like got to enjoy some parts of like high school and like how it was supposed to work. At least like how I seen it, like what you hear in like movies and like stories from your dad or some shit from your mom. And like but I had this science class with like two of my homies and we had a substitute in there and I had my work like almost all done or something like that. I had more work done than my other friend that I was talking to, and she was on my ass because I was just louder. And there, I hear a lot of people like respect. Sorry, I'm wording that badly. A lot of people respect substitutes, and to a degree, I do too. Like I respect coming in and you know, having to deal with like kids shit. Like I feel bad for like the teacher like getting shit from kids. But I wasn't being like a shithead or anything. Like I wasn't like actively terrorizing them. I was just hanging out with my friends. They opened the conversation to come and antagonize me like while I'm just hanging out. And she was like, "You're disturbing other people." And I'm like, "Can okay. Yes, like I get being loud is kind of like frowned upon in school and like that's an expectation. But like to me, like I feel like she was bringing up like it was other people's problem, like other people can't work and stuff. Like, if you have a problem and you want me to be quieter, like, you should be telling me that. Not bring it up as other people's problem, because they should be coming to me with that. Instead of, like, saying, oh, yeah, other people can't work, and pushing it off as other people's problem, you should be saying, I think you're too loud and shit, you know? And I wasn't, like, doing that, and she was like, oh, can you be quiet and do your work? And I was like, I'm doing my work. I'm talking and doing my work. And I've always been that person that can, like, talk and do my work at the same time. And like when we're having a fun time, like me and my friends, we're enjoying high school, at least like as much as I can. Like that's like the funnest part of high school is like talking to my friends and shit. I don't know, it's kind of, I kind of brought it up on myself. Like I get it, talking in school and you know like that type of thing. Like you're not supposed to talk in school. You're supposed to do your work. I get that, but that's like the one thing I hate. And I wasn't being a shithead to her either. I was just saying I'm doing my work. You know, and if they have a problem, they can talk to me about it. That's all I was saying, and I didn't say it, and I wasn't saying condescending. I was just telling her that. And then she made me move, and then I was like, okay, well, if she moved me, I'm not doing my work no more. Like, it's just like, why? Like, I'm doing my work. Other people are doing their work. You're just like, you're fixing a problem that doesn't exist. You know, and I don't think I'm that loud. People tell me that I'm loud. I don't feel like I'm that loud. Um, maybe I just have a loud voice, but other people tell me I'm quiet. So it's really hard to like tell like what is what. I hear people like say you're quiet, like you don't talk a lot, and then I have other people that say that you're really fucking loud. Like I can't tell like how loud I'm being. It's just how I talk. And I'm having fun with my friends, like just like making jokes and shit. I don't know. It was weird, and this isn't like a big point. I'm not making this the big point of it. It was the next day because the teacher left a note. Teacher or the substitute teacher left a note, said this is like one of the worst classes that she's ever had or something. And then the teacher was like giving a spiel about like being nice to teachers, which you kind of like have to do. Um, and I said to my friend joking like, I'm so tired. Can I go home or something? And then some girl that is really weird. I don't know if she's. I'm not gonna say that, but like she's just like nice some days, you know, mean other days. Like I've gotten along with her on other days, but she was like the only reason you want to go home is because she's talking about you. And I was like, what are you talking about? You're being loud too, because she was okay. Another thing is, I wasn't the only one talking in that room. I didn't bring that up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm completely. But there's other people talking in that room too, and I was just the loudest one to like point their finger at, and I was the one getting pointed out. And people still bring this up that like my two friends that were in that class, they bring that up to this day. I literally, everyone in that room literally pounced on me at once. Once they heard that, it's like, you're fuck you, fuck you. They didn't say that, but you know what I mean. You know, they all pounced me, and not to be sexist, but they were all women. And I don't have nothing against women. I love women. But they were all women bitching at me, and I was like, damn. I mean, it was majority women too, but to be fair. But the women that were pouncing me, I actually don't like. They were very snarky girls I just don't like, and I got pounced on real quick. And I was like, you guys were being not sexist, fuck, sorry. God damn it, I'm never beating the sexist allegations. And there's just one girl that sits right in front of my friend, and she's always on my ass, like, saying, do your work, and, like, you're so annoying, like, it's like, I don't know, I can't deal with people like that. Because, like, she's a student, too, and I'm not even, I don't know, it just seems like she's having a bad day and, like, projecting on me or something. I don't know, like, because, I don't know, I'm not even gonna, get into that. I just don't like her. Like she's just an asshole. But I got pounced on. The only person that stuck with me, I guess. Okay, technically I had three homies. I had two on my right, or one on my right, one on my left, and one in front of me. And the homie in front of me, I barely knew, and he wasn't even I wasn't close with him, and he's not one of those people that you think would like speak up for you. But he spoke up with me. He's like, "You guys were talking too," and I was like, "Damn!" And then my homie on the right, he didn't say shit. He kept his head down because he didn't want to get pounced on either. My homie on the left, he didn't say nothing. It's like it's just shit like that, bro. Like I'm not mad about it. I'm mad about the girls because that's some bullshit. Like all getting on someone and shit. And then the teacher didn't say nothing. Like it act she already didn't like me. I talked a lot in class. I'm the class clown, I guess, but I didn't. It wasn't like I'm making fun of the teacher or nothing. I just talked to my friends. Like I never disrespected anyone. I never like made fun of anyone. It just felt like so out of pocket. And I had so many ops in that class, and I'm using ops in such a weird way because they're high school girls, but like they were ops, biggest ops. Um, and there's some like cool people in there too, but like not too many. I mean, I had some real I had some real mean bitches in there, dude. And I had some people that I've known for a long time in there too, that recently became enemies, and you know they just love kicking you while you're low, right? Um, or kicking you while you're down. Sorry. Um, I just remember shit like that. Like it's just like me being me, and like getting punished for it. Oh yeah, boohoo me, right? Sorry. It just whenever I say like stuff like, oh, I do this thing, I get shit on for it. I always think of those those text messages of guys like trying to get women. And it's like, poor me, I could never get a bitch like you. Smiley face, crying face, or something like that. It always makes me cringe. Like I don't like that self-deprecation type shit. I think it's kind of weird. But I catch myself doing it sometimes. But yeah, like it's just like shitty stuff like that. I mean, substitute teachers hate me. I don't like substitute teachers because they come into a classroom, and I mean I don't hate all substitute. Dude, I love this one substitute teacher. She was so nice. She was so chill, and like when she had a problem with you, like she was like super cool about it. Like she didn't have to like get up in your face and act like your mom trying to like stranglehold you to do something you don't want to do. She was like, do this. Um, you know, it'd be cool. She tells you why she wants you to do it for like a reason and not just because she's older. You know, I really respect that shit. You know, I respect people that are real and will tell you why they want you to do something, and they give you a good reason to do it. You know, a lot of substitutes, they get that power and it goes like straight to their head. It's like fucking heroin. The heroin just goes like straight to their head. They're like, damn, this shit cooking. You know, it's not the bad heroin that gets you. It's the good heroin. Sorry, that's a that's the phrase that my friend says all the time. I had to bring it up. It's a funny phrase. Um, But it's the same thing with teachers. Like too much power over children that are too dependent on that person for something valuable, and they're just too malleable in the brain. Like we're supposed to depend on these imperfect humans to give us the meaning of like life and knowledge. It's just so strange and like doesn't make a lot of sense. Um, I don't know. It's just weird to me, like having these people govern over children. Like what? I mean, it's not always the teachers that like indicate or not indicate, dictate whether what you learn, or whether what you, that is not a sentence. Maybe I should go back to school. Um, dictate what you learn and what you don't learn. You know, and it's not. There's a curriculum, obviously, but there's plenty of things that the teachers like choose to teach you and stuff. Um, you know, I sound like an old man, like yelling at problems, but like, I mean, it feels good though too, because I never like complain. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. I complain a lot. Um, but I never like complain for like. I shouldn't say that either, dude. I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm lying. I complain a lot. I just like I like voicing my opinion. Um, and I think that's what gets me in hot water. I like voicing my opinion, unless I don't think anybody wants to hear it or something. Or they, if they make me mad, then they're gonna hear it. But um, if you make me mad, ooh, you're gonna feel the pain. Grr. Type white boy shit. Um, yeah, like I don't know. School is weird. I hate school. That's why I'm happy to get the fuck out of there. Everyone's asking me like, do you miss school? And the only things I miss is like after school. I hate sports. I fucking hate sports. Sports. If I didn't like feel like I'm dying, okay, I shouldn't say that. Like a better example is like when I did sports, it felt like I was like low on energy all the time. Something was fucked up in my body like all the time. Of course, this song plays when I'm saying that. Classic sophomore year song. Um, yeah, sophomore year. That's when I did high school football. Because I did football for 6 years before that. Then I went in for high school football for my seventh in my sophomore year because I was like, okay, maybe I should pull up. So I did pull up. I hated it. I did, honestly, the people that were in football were really cool. They were really chill. I liked a bunch of them. The seniors, especially, I really liked the seniors. Except for like, no, I really liked the seniors. There's just like one junior. I was like, I don't know if I'll fuck with you, bro. Of course, he was the coach's kid too. I don't know if I fuck with you, bro. I'm kind of, you know. I remember him like coming in to the locker room and throwing a chair and breaking it. And I was like, damn. And it was a metal chair too. And he was built. His kneecaps were fucked, but he was big. But I had a lot of friends from football. It's like one of the only things I really, really do think that I gained from football. And honestly, like football, like if I didn't do football as a kid, I don't even know if I would have as many friends as I do right now. Because those friends that I made in football, I mean, I was still like pretty good friends with them even through high school. And I mean, if I met them today and they're like invited me to go out do something, I'd probably like do it. Even though I wasn't like super on like, oh, let's go hang out terms. But if they go ask me to go hang out, that sounds like I'm desperate. Ew. But I'm just saying, like, if they asked me to go hang out, I definitely would. And there's some people even that like I'm definitely super good friends with, even to this day. To this day, homie. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, I've made tons of friends. I mean, high school was all about friend making because I lost a ton of friends in middle school, um, from them moving and shit. Honestly, I'm not gonna cap. I should stop saying cap. I'm not black. Sorry. It's just I've been watching. I'm like a chameleon, dude. I hear vocabulary enough times, I start using it. It's just, except for the bad ones. I mean, maybe I even start saying the bad ones if I'm around them long enough. I'm fucking you. But like, honestly, if my friend group that from seventh grade stayed, um, and we went through high school together, I think honestly, I think high school would have been different. No cap. Sorry. No cap. Honestly, dude, I'm a real hood motherfucker. You know, I'm a real hood. Scratching my like scraggly like hairs on my chin. Um, uh, yeah, but I don't know. High school was really a marathon. Um, I mean, there's a lot of things I do really appreciate about high school. Like, I met a lot of people, um, and I'm really close with some people I would have never been close with if I did have some classes with them and shit. So, like, I do really respect that for. I think the social aspect of high school is like so important. Having a bunch of kids of your own age and hanging out, I think is super important. I think I always talk about this, but the transition of ideas is probably the most important thing in like humankind, you know? And having so many like-minded, um, different people, like-minded, different-minded, you know, type people in the same facility doing the same shit. I mean, that brings a whole different like thoughts and ideas, you know. Thoughts and ideas are like the same thing, but not really. Kinda, maybe. Um, ow. Um, ow, ow. Sorry. Something. This like weird piece. Never mind. Um, I don't know. Like I'm supposed to go to college after high school, and that's what I've always been told. Like, go college, Epic Gamer, do it, or trade school. I don't want to go to trade school, dude. I don't want to work with like my hands. Okay, this sounds so like first world problems. Like, I don't want to work with my hands. It's icky. I mean, that's just truthful. Like, if I had a choice, I wouldn't do it, and I have a choice right now, so I'm not gonna do it. Like, I don't want to work for trade. I don't want to like mess with my hands because my hands are unreliable, man. Like, you guys see me play video games. I'm so shit. I've been playing video games for a long time. Like, I have terrible aim. I have terrible coordination. I would be a terrible tradesman. Like, someone would come say, "Yo, can you clog my toilet?" And I'd fucking like break it or something. Like, ain't that's not happening. Like, I'm not good with my hands. I'm not good with my brain, obviously. Like, when I have thoughts, they don't come out correctly out of my mouth. And when I think, it's not clear, you know? The only times that, like, I ever think I'm, like, good at something is, like, maybe coming up with, like, crackpot ideas and shit. Um, I'm good at art. I told my shop teacher, or my previous shop teacher, it's a long story, but um, that like I'm good at art, but I'm not good with my hands. They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just not. I'm not coordinated." And they're like, "That doesn't make any sense." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Like my hands are just too shaky." I mean, I think that's perfectly valid though. Like I'm not really good at art. And I'm not really good with my hands. Like, and I always tell people like I don't I'm not good at art. Like I'm like so mediocre. Oh, I shouldn't say mediocre. I'm like advanced, I guess. I'm above average. But like for like an actual someone that's actually good at art, like someone that's put like similar years in, I'm mediocre. Like I've seen people draw they're way better than me. You know, even people that have put less time in are way better than me. Like it seems like everything that I like maybe could be good at, like I'm shit at. Like I just don't know. Like I put in time to hone a craft. There's nothing there, right? You know, I put so many years into like playing video games, and I'm still terrible. Ryan, like the guy that I play video games with, he barely plays video games anymore, and he's still way better than me. He, I think I've played more video games than he's ever played. I probably have double the time than him, and he's still way better than me at like all shooter video games ever in existence. And those are the games I want to get good at. Fighting games included, dude. I mean, I'm good now, but I think Ryan could put in maybe like 20 hours and put, and probably not 20 hours, because I have like a good, cool, like 300 hours into Tekken. I think he puts 100 hours and he can be just as good as me. You know, that's just my opinion. Like him just casually playing 100 hours, you know, easy, easy, just as good as me. I might be like a little better, or maybe a little worse. I don't know. You shouldn't. People always say like don't compare yourself to people, but like how are you ever gonna get a job if you do that? Like you have to you have to know what you're good at, and I just don't know what I'm good at. Maybe because I haven't done enough or something. No one's told me that I'm super good at anything. I mean, that's not true. I shouldn't lie. I shall not lie. Um, like I love making videos. I love making these type of videos. These videos are super common. I love like the very personal aspect of it. You know, not this song either. I don't want to listen to this song. This song. This song's a W. Um, I just like the personal thing, and I've always wanted to like grow a community. Um, you know, from this, I wanted to grow a community from YouTube. I always thought it was so cool of people like coming together and making something. You know, I thought that was so sick. And like YouTube has like let me down for the past like 7 to 8 years. However long I've been doing this. And I mean recently, yeah, I've been making some great strides in like editing and and viewership and thumbnails and stuff. Like I made a lot of progress with that stuff, and I know it takes a lot of time, but I've already put a lot of time in. Does it need to double for me to get anywhere? Like that's like more than half my life. That's way more half than my life, dude. I've actually, you know what? I think I've been doing this for more than half my life. Actually, wait, no, I don't think so. No, I lied. That's why I'm not good at math, kind of. At least I'm not good at like brain math. I I'm very slow with that kind of shit. See, like everybody's like, oh my god, I need to slow down. um, everybody measures how good you are at something by how fast you do it, and how I mean efficiency is also a thing. Um, I mean it's a big thing. Like how it's the faster and efficient you are, the how good you are. I'm very efficient, but I'm just like not very fast. Like, and I'm prone to make mistakes. Like somehow I always feel like okay, like when I'm doing super long math equations, I'm like I just okay, like I definitely messed something up somewhere. I'm just definitely not gonna be right, and it's never right. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Like it's just so weird. Life is hard, man. I mean, life is so fucking hard. Like it's so unfair. You never get like the right cards in your hand unless like you extremely lucky, you know. Um, and you know, I've had to like, I've always wanted to like leave something when I'm gone. Like I always wanted to like have like a drop off, have like a what are those called? Geocaches. Have a geocache of a YouTube channel. I always think like after my passing, like what am I leaving when I leave for real? And that and this YouTube channel always comes up. I'm like I'm leaving this YouTube channel for people to watch for like the rest of how long YouTube stays up. I bet like another 20 years. You know what I mean? Um, before we get into a world war and we all die. Yeah. Um, type shit. But every time I'm like driving and I get like kind of paranoid or something, or like I get paranoid, I'm like, ooh, what if I die, or like right now? And I'm like, what am I gonna leave behind? And I think about this YouTube channel. I'm like, what's the last video I uploaded? Like, is that gonna be my legacy? That is Utter Dysphoria's last video. And it's like some shit post I made from like a couple days ago. It's like, why I like eating ice cream over eating pizza. Number one reason, it's cold and it tastes like strawberry. Like that's the shit I'm leaving behind. Like that's dope, but like could I bring something more meaningful to it? I always want to make something meaningful and like something to mean to someone. Um and like change their mind on something or like make them think a different way or even like want to engage with it. Um I mean that's with art too. Like art I always wanted to really like push bounds with it at least as like best I could with my limited ability to in like 2D and not being able to paint or use color because I'm ass. Um, I mean, I posted my art. I mean, a lot of that's like pretty dated, I think. Um, I don't want to post my newest sketchbook because then it exposes me for real and everyone can see how bad I am right now instead of back then. Um, yeah. I see my channel as art. Every video is a piece of art I'm putting out, and every one it should get better, but it feels like, especially with what was it? I think it's Gimpy Craft episode 8, Ultimate Sacrifice. I think. I mean, I made that video, and it's I don't know. I'm like I always have to compare it to it. All the next Gimpy Craft episodes, I'm always. I mean, there's only been 2 after that, but still. Um, I feel like I have to compare it to that one episode because Chase loves it so much. And I've showed it to other people and they really like that episode. It has the most views out of any Gimpycraft episode. And and the only reason I really think that is because the intro. I don't even think the intro's that good. It's off like it's off tempo. Like really think about it. It's not even that good until it hits like after a certain point. Then you're like, "Oh yeah, okay, now it's picking up steam. Like I'm actually trying or something." That's kind of a weird way to put it, but basically, yeah. Um, you know, but yeah. Even like that, like the newest Gimpycraft video I made, I really like it. I really like it, but it only has 3 views. I feel like it's gonna stay like that. Um, you know, you put art out, and you expect it to like change lives and shit. Or to do something, or people to see it, and people to like congratulate you or something, but they always don't say anything, you know? I'm not saying about YouTube comics, the comments either, you know, like I've shown people art, and they're like, yeah, this is really good. Oh shit, my fault. Yeah, this is really good. Like, thank you, like, I like hearing that it's good, but I just wish people would tell me like how it makes them feel, and like, you know, like how they think about it and shit, instead of saying it's good, you know, like I want it, I want them to like really analyze and understand the stuff I like make. And I mean, you can't really get that, you can't really like get people to do that. It's kind of weird to ask that of people and like expect that of people. It's not like a really rational expectation of the average person, you know. So I had to drink some water because my throat's all dry. Um, it's not like a super um expected thing for people to do, and I don't really expect it either because I don't really do the same. So it's kind of like it's hip, I'm a hypocrite and like kind of a, I wanted to say narcissist, but I don't know if it's narcissistic to do that. I was gonna say hypocritic too, and that's not a word. Um, Hypocrisy. I don't know. I don't. There's like some word that kind of fits that niche I'm thinking of. But I'd be a hypocrite to like think of people to do something. I don't do the same thing to others. I, I guess that's not always true though. I'm pretty. I'm just. I kind of analyze a lot of stuff like that. Um, I guess I don't know. It's a really strange. But I just I would wish that someone would do that for me, and if I had someone like that, I would do the same thing. I'm really real with like people. I remember when Ryan used to draw a lot. He used to draw a lot in like middle school. Um, and he'd show me his art, and I'd be like, "Yeah, I like it, but like, or so I wouldn't like it or something." I'd tell him like, "Yeah, I don't like it because of this." Like I'd always point something out, or I would like it and I would point it out why I like it. Like that's just like that's what I want people to do, you know? Like I guess I don't really think about it because I just do it. I feel I feel like saying you like something is kind of a nothing burger unless you can explain why. And I don't, maybe I've done that. I probably do that. And I'm just not thinking, but I don't think I do it often. Or something. It's weird to like say something like that and say that like, you've never done it, or maybe you've done it, because then your whole point like gets swept under the rug, because then you just, I think it still stands. Like if you say you like something without showing the reason you like something, I think it's a nothing burger. And just because like I can't think if I do that or not, I don't think that devalues the statement. And it's always so hard for me to make statements like that because I can never like remember if I do those things. And if I do those things, to me it's like, oh, okay, the point is stupid now because like I do that shit, and I'm, but at least maybe I'm critiquing myself. I don't know. It's like I said, I'm a very self-conscious person. I like doing what is, what I perceive as right, and if I'm doing something wrong, I'm like, damn, fuck, like I really have to work on that. Um, is it daytime yet? Fuck, no, it's not. Shit. Um, yeah. I really miss early YouTube. I miss early life, dude. Like, if I could redo life, I would do it in such a quick heartbeat. Just relive those, like, 2010, like, early 2000, or not early 2000, late 2000s, early 2010s, late 2010s even, maybe, possibly. Um, Everyone says like the COVID was like the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, oh, that was the year everything went terrible. I mean, I think shit was like still pretty eh. I think it was like, I don't know. It was like around then, yeah. I was gonna say the year, and I was like, well, that's just the same year. But yeah, basically around that time, I can concur, I guess. But I don't think it's COVID, like lockdown. Um, I think I was seeing a lot of like shit going downhill way beforehand, like 2017. But I mean, I was a kid, so I was like, damn, this shit sucks. No games ever coming out. Elden Ring though, Elden Ring's a G shit, yeah, G shit. Sorry, I'm like actually tired. It's like very, very early morning, very early morning. My brain rot's coming. So when I get tired, I get brain. I get brain. Sorry. When I'm tired, it's like I'm not functional, basically. Um, so I'm rambling now. Yeah. But going back to what I was saying, it's just, uh, what was I even saying? Now I'm forgetting shit. Um, yeah, like if I could go back and live through those early years, like I definitely would. Anyone would. And being so sentimental isn't good for you, but like, I mean, if I relived that stuff and I had my memories, I feel like I'd fuck it up so bad though, because I'd forget to like do things. Because there's like just random events that happen that like change your life. You don't even know about it. Like you don't remember. You couldn't remember, dude. You couldn't remember those days, those times, that shit you need to be there and need to do at those certain times. Like it's crazy. Like I don't even know. Like those early years really shaped me. Like I don't know. Um, but I wish I could have appreciated it more. I kind of just like, I guess I just lived like how you're supposed to. Now I'm like not happy and not doing anything. I wish I made more friends to like hang out with. Like that's, I don't think, but also another thing, I don't think I was giving a fair hand in that. I think no one is. Like the classes I got, I mean, none of the classes I got were with people that I wanted to be friends with long term. And also, I mean, a lot of those people didn't even go to the school I went to like later in life, and they probably wouldn't even be here later in life. So it's just like I got a shit hand basket, you know? Such a bad phrase, shit hand basket. New, put that on a t-shirt. Shit hand basket. I got a shit hand basket. Um, you know, like I had friends in like preschool, kindergarten that I just know their names. I don't even know where they're in life. They're fucking my age now. They're fucking old. Unk status ass. The people that I did make friends with and the people that I'm close with are like two people. I'm joking. Like four people. I have like four like super really close friends. I guess I shouldn't say super really close. I have three really close friends, and then I have an additional one that I'm like, bro, you could be like this, but you need to put some extra time in, type shit. um, so I know this video is like long, and you know what? If you stuck through it, you can stick through another couple hours, which I probably won't do a couple more hours, but I'm happy if you are this far. You, I appreciate you, honest to God. Which I will be talking more. I just wanted to like let the person that made this far know that like you're cool with me, bro. Like you an OG. Um, I can't imagine. I wonder if there's even one person on this channel that's been watching me since like I've been posting. No, it couldn't be. There couldn't be one original fan that's watched all my videos. There isn't one super utter dysphoria fan unless it's me. I mean, it could be me. That would make a lot of sense. Um, you know, I feel like these videos are like me, you know, crying at the camera and saying, "It isn't fair. It isn't fair. Why couldn't it be different?" And I think that's what a lot of people do already without a camera and without crying. They just do it, in their head. Um, but I think again, like this is therapy for me. Like this is just like, it's weird. Me saying it's therapy is kind of weird for me perspectively. Um, but it helps me kind of like get through life because it always makes me feel better afterwards talking about it because I don't talk to anyone about this shit. Um, just like no, I mean, there's like one or two people that I could really talk to. Um, but I think I talked in like one of these videos that I didn't release, which I probably will release this one because I'm committed. I'm a full-fledged OG gangster. Like, why wouldn't I do that thing I just said I would do? Um, but yeah, like I just um, I forgot what I was gonna say. I have a tired brain now. Yeah, with like the weed thing, which was like a big topic at the beginning of this episode. Um, I smoked. I did smoke a lot, and I wish I could smoke a lot again and let my lungs die very slowly. Um, honestly, like I've had so many like fun experiences and nice experiences with drugs. With weed, I mean, not drugs. I had so much fun with weed. um, I feel like it really brought me to like new people though that I wouldn't have met if I wasn't like open to that. Which is weird to say. That's a weird. Okay, let's not have that be one of the things that you take away from this video. Oh, like I should go do weed and make lots of friends. Don't do that. I'm just sentimental. Loss of a friend. Okay. um, I'm really, yeah, I'm like really bent out of shape about it though. Um, just like not feeling well and not being able to do silly activities at silly times, especially since like my closest friend is a big partaker. Um, I would want to be partaking with him too because I feel bad, obviously. And whenever he sends me videos of him partaking, it makes me jealous. That bitch gloating in my face, he knows. He knows that I want to, but he knows I can't. That bastard. Um, I think. All right, now we're gonna get into some. Now we're gonna get into some real shit. You know what I mean? Everything else before this was the trailer. This was the demo. Um, you know, I've been very coy with this. Oh yeah, we're going suspenseful mode on this. You can't. Don't skip. Damn it. Um, but I've been really kind of putting this on the down low. Like I've talked about this before. I don't know about how much detail. Probably not any videos that are public now. Um, but I've never had a girlfriend. Dude, I always pulled this up with like I've never had a girlfriend. It's like, damn. Really, I always have to bring it up like that. It's like I've always wanted a girlfriend, but I've never had one. I guess that's not true. I've never. I always say something that's like, wait, no. Um, I've always wanted a girlfriend, kinda, but then there's that one time a girl did ask me out, and I said no. So that's kind of like an L for me. And I think about that now. I'm like, damn, I was a stud, but at what cost? Um, yeah, but I don't know, like women are weird. And I think every man can say that, unless they're gay. You know, if they're gay, then they understand women perfectly. Like, oh, they only want these things. Um, I think for me, I think women, maybe I'm gay, you know? I am gay because I understand women pretty well. At least I think so, maybe. I understand women, that's why I have so many girlfriends. Says the virgin. Um, but I've never had a girlfriend, and I think it comes down to like me not putting myself out there, obviously, because I always thought like girls, if I ever got a girlfriend, it should be someone that like I could be myself around. So I'd just be myself all the time. But I learned like, you can lie a little bit. You can lie a little bit, maybe act a little normal instead of like a goofer, a goofball, a goof gobbler. Sorry, goof gobbler is not a word I want to be using. Um, but you know, like someone that's gonna be wanting to like hang out with you, and basically I just wanted like a best friend that's a woman that wants to, you know, partake in other activities that aren't for, you know, best friends. Um, but like I wanted to go on dates and like go and do stuff, you know. I think Chase told me something about how I described wanting a girlfriend, and he didn't. He didn't like it. Chase is so fucking weird, dude. I'm never listening to Chase, bro. Chase is the weirdest mindset on everything. I used to think Chase was a robot until I went to his house, and I realized why he was a robot. Because he lives in a fucking laboratory. Um, you should see him at night, dude. He fucking recharges batteries in his fucking bed. Pulls out the double A's out his ass. Um, no, but like Chase was like, yeah, you just don't want to be like doing stuff with her all the time and stuff like that. I don't remember what he said, but like it was just silly Chase stuff. I remember Chase. I was going to one of his friends' house with him, and he's like, "Okay, remember, Willow, don't act like how we usually act on an Xbox Live party." And I was like, "Chase, are you saying that like I need to have social cues?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Chase, are you think I'm stupid? I've never like hung out with anyone." That's just a silly moment from him. I think it's so funny. I think Chase starts college in like 2 days from now. That's something to think about, boys and girls. And he never got that Xbox. What a goofy gobber. Um, yeah. I think what I want from a girlfriend is just like someone that I can go do things with and wanting to do things with me. And you know, and having that like emotional connection would be fucking sick. That's gangsta as shit, you know what I mean? Um, like someone to like really connect with and stuff like that. You know, I'm a sentimental guy. You know, I'm soft at the core, baby girl. I'm soft at the core, and I'm malleable to your touch. Sorry, it sounded weird, so I had to, you know, make sure you guys know it sounded weird. Um, but yeah, like I've just over the years, like you hear these things, like the dude, I'm so tired. Actually, brain rot for real this time. Um, yeah, but like you see in high school or like high school movies or high school stories people tell like, oh yeah, my fourth girlfriend was a bitch. How old were you? I was only 14. I'm like, damn. My third I think Chase has had like 15 girlfriends just in high school or something. And you just like, I don't know, like you just hear people is like getting a girlfriend is like the average experience. It's an average thing. Dude, I know people that are uglier than me that have girlfriends, and I'm like, damn, when am I gonna get a piece of that pie? You know what I mean? Not in that sexual nature, but like, you know, like being able to experience something like that, you know? And it sounds like I'm begging. You know, I am begging. Please, 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 please. um, I find that fucking hilarious. Please, please. You know, but it feels like I'm living life like by myself. You know, I'm not surrounded by like other people sometimes. Like that's how I feel. And um, sometimes you just want someone to, you know, send you a message in a bottle, you know, and say, "Hey, we're out there. Make sure to say hi." You know, it's just I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm seen, which is strange because I have a family that loves talking to me every time I see them, which is every day. Um, I don't know, but like family doesn't fix everything. You know, I can be lonely and still have a loving family, and that I see every day and talk to every day. You know, I just I've never valued family as much, especially like just over the stuff that has happened to me. Over the years, it's I don't think is I don't think I should go over in this video or ever in any video. But like I when I talk about family to people, they're always so like offended, like I'm like shooting their brother or something. Like, what the fuck? You're messed up. Not really. That's not really how they think, but it's you know, you're like you should be more thankful and stuff like that. I feel like it's hard for people to like understand a situation. I mean, people don't know situations unless they live in one, and a lot of people just see your house that you live in and the things you own, and they assume everything is fine. But like, it's hard to really say that when like it. I don't know. I probably make the same assumptions. Um, just because people don't talk about it doesn't mean it's not happening. I think I've said that before to other people, and I think it's so funny when I say advice and people say my own advice to me. Actually, only one person does that, and I think it's fucking hilarious. Um, because I think it's so funny because it's the same thing. You see that joke where it's like when I tell my bro advice that I actually need, and I told him something in like I don't know, like a month or 2 months or maybe a year ago, and it's like some real like some real big brain philosophy shit, and he brings that shit back up in the conversation. Like, weren't you the one that said this? Like I was a quote off of a book. Big. I'm very proud about that. You know, I take big pride in being quotable like that. um, but I always find that such a I like the but more than the but. That is that is like the weirdest. Okay, I'm sorry. I like the over the it's just I'm sorry. It it's brain rot at at its core. It's the most brain rot thing I said all day. I can't get it out of my head now. I want to keep on saying it. It's it's infectious. It's seeping its way into my core of my brain. Um, oh shit! Now I forgot what I was gonna fucking say. Oh my god. God damn the badums. Um, shit. Now I forgot what I was even talking about. I know I was talking about, like, me saying some smart shit. Um, and then one of my friends bringing it back up, but there's something else I was talking about before. God damn it. God damn it. I mean, not like anyone's gonna be watching this, right? I'm just making it for me to watch. Never, because I never watch these videos. You know. I'm literally trying to think so hard about what I'd said a second ago. Um, family. Oh yeah, just like, um, yeah, family stuff. It's, yeah, I don't, I don't value family the same way as probably the average person does, which makes me sound very narcissistic and very like I got a complex or something. Like I don't really like think about stuff like you guys. I'm different. But that's just the way I perceive it, I guess. Um, I don't know. And a lot of this video has been very, very silly, and me being saying like, bruh, nobody give a shit about me. That is not true. I have a lot of friends, and I have a couple people. That sounds so shitty. I have people that care about me, and I have people that would that are there for me, um, and shit like that. Um, but sorry, I got stuck in my head now. The but or is funny. Um, yeah, but like I know these people out there that care for me and stuff like that. It's just it's just weird. It's like asking for more, but like it's just a strange thing. I don't even know how to describe it. I want to say it's like asking for like validation, kind of. Which I don't know if it's like, I don't remember if that's a bad thing or not. It kind of sounds like something bad, like, oh, asking for validation, like, whatever. But also, like, when I say it, it doesn't, like, sound shitty. It's like, sounds like someone's like, is this okay? Can I do this? Or something. Like, is this all right over here? Like, is that supposed to be doing that? Am I supposed to be doing this? That's what it sounds like in my head, but, I don't think it's, like that at all. I've also been like, I used to watch like really dark videos on YouTube. It's like true crime, horror stories and stuff because I really like horror. Um, but like I used to watch it like while I'd eat food and stuff. But now that like stuff like when I think about it like makes my stomach like queasy or something. And like I can't eat food. It's just such a weird thing. I mean, it like makes me sick when I think about it. I don't know why. I have a soul now, that's why. Uh, I was a dark being with no purpose. Now I'm full of light. Maybe I do have more empathy. I don't know. Because usually I didn't give a fuck. I mean, actually, you know, that would make a lot of sense. I stopped hitting those kids yesterday. That must be why. um, I think this might be the end of the video. There's plenty more I could talk about, but that can wait for another video. And this is a long enough video, and I'm gonna post it tomorrow. So whenever you're seeing this, I filmed this a day. Well, I guess that's not true. Whenever you see, look at the description and see when this was posted, you can say, "Oh, 24 hours ago, he made this." Yes. Um. Yeah. Life's hard. Um. And if you're going through anything that is remotely as tough as mine or tougher, um, I feel for you generally because what I feel like I'm going through is hell every day. I feel like it's the same thing. Feels like I'm going through the motions I've done 1,000 times, and I don't know. Like I feel very different, you know. I don't know. I'm gonna get a job soon, hopefully, and start making money. Hopefully, I can start making money and pay for things, and start that whole grown-up thing that I should be doing already. But I love doing things late and procrastinating. Um, started on taxes and stuff. Learn how to do taxes, learn how to do all that fun stuff, and finally like settle into real life. Because now is we're not in fake life anymore. We're not in fucking trailer. We're not in demo mode. We're not in the fucking tutorial. We're finally getting somewhere, and I'm finally doing something. That's what it seems like. It seems like I'm one step before something a lot bigger than I can imagine, but I also feel like it's a lot smaller than I think it is at the same time. Again, life's hard. And again, if you're going through anything difficult like me, something that's harder than what I'm going through, I mean, power to you. Like I feel like a lot of the time, um, you know, I always saw people and they talked about their experiences and stuff. And it's like, damn, I don't relate to this shit. I don't relate to anything these people are saying. I don't think this relates to me. You know, um, and like it doesn't always have to be, but like I think eventually we all go through like something similar. Um, there's people that are like, I did this, and I'm like, I would never do that, and then like maybe years later I do that, and I'm like, oh shit, well maybe I should have listened. Um, and I know a lot of people that are going through shit that are just stupid, like fucking nicotine addictions. Like, what are you doing? And if you're watching this video, you know who you are. Um, that people I know, not the people that have nicotine addictions. You know who you are already. Um, yeah, but like life's hard, dude. Stick with it. I mean, I'm not really good at motivation. I was gonna do something like that because I feel like with a video like this, it's a lot of sad and not a lot of um, good or funny. I mean, I try to tell jokes. I don't even know if jokes are like a way of me coping because I hear that's a thing. Maybe it is. Like, I don't know. Maybe I should go to a fucking therapist. I think that's maybe the W thing to do because there's a lot of things I do and I just don't understand why I do them. And maybe someone can tell me, even though like I've thought over it a million times. Maybe I missed something. And I couldn't imagine someone going through something like I can't imagine going through depression. Like I don't know if I have depression, but like that's what I've been thinking. Um, I couldn't imagine like going through something hard like that and having a more shitty situation than I do. Like that would be harder than I could ever imagine. As a kid, I always thought of having empathy was like weakness, and it wasn't coming from a strict household or anything like, oh, my dad beat me because I wore a dress, or I saw a puppy die and I cried. He said, man up, little bitch. No, that never happened. I just watched a lot of movies. I watched a lot of movies and I was like, damn, John Wick is cool as fuck. When he shot that guy, he didn't say shit. I don't want to do that. Little did I know, I was making myself into like a fucking sociopath or something that doesn't feel feelings or something like that. I think what shaped me to be who I am was a lot of wrong decisions by me and a lot of wrong decisions by the people that were supposed to be making the right ones for me. Um, I think there was a lot of mistakes made. I think I should have tried harder. It sounds like I'm writing, like, oh, I'm gonna die right now. Bye. Type shit. But, like, just reflection, like, 19 years. It's so weird. I'm gonna be 19 soon. Like, not too soon, but, like, soon. I felt like I just turned 18. Like, I don't know, like 6 months ago. It's been more than 6 months. Um, that's so weird. Like, it came back, like, super quick. I mean, I still have some time, but, like, I think it's, like, 5 months away or something. I mean, that's actually pretty far, but like still, like actually, it's more less than that. It's 4 months away. It's 4 months away. Um, and not even that. It's even. I think it's shorter than that. It's like 3 months or something. I don't know. Maybe. Um, yeah, but yeah, I couldn't. I can't imagine having a harder life. I mean, I could, and it would be. I wouldn't feel good about myself, but um. living a harder life than I do right now, I feel like would just be like a bag over my head every time I try to sleep. It's like, I don't know. Well, I'm happy that if anyone made it, I think to whatever, how many minutes this has been, or hours, or whatever, however this gets to. Um, if you've gotten this far, I do genuinely, what? Why are those two words sound so close together? I really appreciate it. Um, like, yeah, like if you watched all of this, you didn't skip any of it. You, shit, that's too loud. If you watched all this video, you listened to everything, and you made it here. I'm very thankful. Um, I don't know why I feel like anyone's gonna even watch this video. Um, but I'm happy that I had someone that wanted to listen. Uh, and usually I don't post these videos, but I'm committed to post this one just because I haven't posted one in a long time, and I feel like this one is right enough in that like very weird niche of like importance and non-importance. Um, and I keep on dragging it along just because longer videos are dope. You cut back, eat some popcorn, drink some soda. Not that I mean actually dragging it out on purpose, but still. Um, but yeah, I do really appreciate you guys' attention, especially like an hour and a half of it. Um, I mean, I could cut this down, but I never cut these videos down. Um, updates on stuff. I'm gonna be starting a new series soon. I'm gonna end old series, stuff like that. The old Spindig, Slindig, however that phrase goes. Shindig. Yeah, there you go. I'm super smart. I have like 180 IQ. Actually, I think I took an IQ test. I have 110 IQ. I think it's average. Um, I think that's what it was. I think Chase told me because he got my Gmail or whatever. Um, or maybe it was. I don't even know. I know it was higher than my friends because it was like 3 over or something. It was like decently high. Um, yeah, but yeah, peace out. I mean, I do generally really like making these videos, so and I think I should end it here before I have a heart attack before I can upload this video. No. Ugh.